Hi there, Pride Plant Girl here. Today I'm going to be topping my pepper plants. They've grown quite lush and full, and they're ready to be topped. The reason I do that is because I feel that it promotes better branching, side branching on my peppers. When I didn't do it, when I was first starting to grow peppers and I didn't top them, I found that I would get like one kind of main branch with very little branching off the sides, and then I didn't get very good pepper production. And I'd heard of topping peppers and I had never tried it, and then one year I had a hailstorm come through and I thought it killed all the plants because they were just down to just like sticks basically. And after that they just branched out and they were the fullest pepper plants I'd ever had. And since then I've been topping my pepper plants and they have been coming back for me very nicely with lots of side shoots and branching every year. So now I do it every year. So I'm going to bring the camera in closer and just show you how I do it. So it's not a super difficult thing to do, other than it's hard to cut these beautiful plants down. But my plants now have, take one out of the tray for you. My plants now have several sets of true leaves. If you see here, these are the cotyledon leaves. They're the ones that first push the plant out of the seed. They're not true leaves. They look a little bit different shape than the true leaves. And this plant has actually already started to do some side shoots for me. I don't often have that, but you can see this one has started to shoot side shoots. So maybe it would grow fine for me on its own without being topped, but I'm going to top it anyway. So it has a couple of little new side shoots that's growing here, but then there's the main true leaves that it started to grow is this set here, and then there's some here. There's some here. This one is much smaller than the other one, but I'm pretty sure that's, or I've cut off a true leaf, maybe they got broken. Another set here. So we have several sets of true leaves anyways. So I'm going to go up 1, 2 sets, and there's a good amount of stem in here where I can cut. I could go up another set, but it's getting pretty crowded up in the top here, so there's not a lot of room. So I'm just going to lift these leaves out of the way, and I'm using my fine mini snips here. And I'm just going to go just above where that leaf stem comes out and just cut this top part off. And it can be a little bit difficult to do that just because you're cutting so much new growth off the plant, but I really do find that this gives the plant more shooting, and it'll encourage those side shoots, so it'll encourage more to come off. Now again, this one was doing it already. I'm not sure if that'll matter, but I have another one over here. I'm going to just pinch the top out of this one here. Sometimes you can just get, if it's new growth, get in there and pinch it. So it's not really, it doesn't really matter where you do it, from what I can tell, but it's just getting some good growth on the plant to begin with, and then, you know, taking the top set of leaves or so off. You don't want to cut it right down, I don't think, but so then this should just encourage some side shoots. So let's see if we can find one like this one. This is a smaller plant, but again, it has, these are the cotyledon leaves, I believe. You don't have to take them off, but they're not necessary at this point. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of true leaves, and there's another set starting to come here. So I'm going to reach in above the 3rd set, because I can easily just pinch that out. So that's what I'm going to do. You'll notice I have 2 plants growing in each of these pots. I plant my peppers out in pairs. I find they grow well. I don't know if it's a matter of just more flowers attracting more pollinators, or they give each other some support and shade. from the wind and the sun or what it is, but they do seem to perform better for me when I grow them in pairs. So that's just what I do. And you can see with these fabric or woven pots, whatever they are here, that the roots are coming through these pots quite nicely. You can see that. So they do seem like they're going to allow me to just plant them in the soil and have them do well. They do dry out easily, so I have to be very aware of watering them. So here's another larger one. Again, these are the cotyledon leaves here. They're narrower, they just look different. You don't need to take them off. And then I have 1, 2, 3, I have lots here, 4, 5. So let's just take this top part, and it's getting a little bit thicker stalk there, so I'm going to use my snips and just snip above a set of leaves. And that should encourage some branching to come out of these areas here. And we'll do the same thing with this one over here. So we've got some leaves coming out. And let's see if we can get in up here. Just push the other leaves down so I don't accidentally snip them. Take that out. And again, that should get some branching happening in there. So I'm just going to continue going through my plants and getting them all done. I have quite a few here. Some of them are even starting to want to flower here, so I'm not really ready for them to be flowering, so that's another reason right there for me to get them trimmed back and just encourage them to be putting on more side shoots and growth that way as opposed to flowering right yet. So let me know in the comments down below, do you top your pepper plants or do you just let them grow as they are? What do you think about the subject? Thanks for watching. Bye. Quick side note, as I was going through my plants today, you might recall in a video just a few days ago, I have this pot of parsley, potted it up. I potted this April 7th, and I'd said in that tour video that I didn't think it was probably ever going to grow. And look, this morning, there's one there. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's one. It's hard to see right now, but there's one right there. So, parsley just takes forever.